Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Guys, receive the greetings according to wherever you are and the time zone of the place you are watching me from. So guys, without wasting your time, like, it's me back again with a new video. I'm so excited to do this. Thank you for the motivation, thank you for the likes, comments, and the new subscribers, guys. For the returning subscribers, guys, thank you so much also. Guys, feel so welcome again to my channel. And so let's do this. So today, no. Before we get there, let me first introduce myself. So, how don't you know me? Why don't you know me? Let me introduce myself. So, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Sinea, and this is my channel, or our channel, me, you, and the rest, yeah? And here we share our stories, we have fun, yeah? We just live life, you know? So, welcome so much, and let's dive right into the video. So, my good people, I think I'll just go direct to the point without wasting a lot of time in between. So today it's gonna be a story time, and it's a story time about a very emotional part of my childhood, something that will live with me, has lived with me, and will continue living with me because it's something that is not easy to let go. So guys, the aim of me telling my stories to you people is because I want you people to know me in person and to understand me in person, and not to judge me the way you people judge me, because a lot of people who know me judge me differently. Some people might tell you, oh, she's this, another person will tell you she's this, and a lot of people have fear even to approach me and talk to me because they think I am so different, or I will be rude, or I will be maybe aggressive towards them or something. But I want to share with you my childhood story so that you people can know how far I come from, why I behave the way I behave, and why I live my life the way I do. So away from that, I was born to a very beautiful mother and a very good looking father. You guys can tell. I'm just kidding. So I was born many years ago. I'm not going to tell anybody my age. I'm just kidding. I play a lot. But after being born those many years ago, we lived in part of my growing up was in Nakuru town. And that was between the ages of when I was born until the ages of about 10 or 11 years, yeah. And so my mother and my father separated when I was just 5 years old, and my mother was looking after me and my elder brother since that time until today. But now there is a break in this story, because now after my father left, now my mom had to work triple hard, because now you are left alone with kids, yeah. You just have one job. My mom gets a job in Subukia town and she was working as a teacher in a missionary school. It was a Catholic owned school. I do not even know the name or whatever. I was just too young, yeah. And so my mom had to leave Nakuru town to go to Subukia town, which is not just, it's not far, it's not like a long distance, yeah. But like with one job and 2 children, and like we have now been left, there is no other support. Like my mom has to work triple hard. So she leaves me with a friend, and she was a saloonist. She was called Mama Kevin, and leaves my brother with another woman who had other children. She was called Mama Njoki. I really want to thank Mama Njoki. So after me being left with Mama Kevin, I would not lie, she did not treat me good, and now she had to move from where she was living, and she was relocating her business to another place, which was very far away from where I was schooling. And so she decides to take me to one of my father's relatives. She was, I don't remember her name, I even forgot. But she was living just so close to the school and also close to Mama Kevin, yeah? And so she leaves me, she takes me with my bag and my small belongings and took me there and left me with my, now I don't know, I'm supposed to call her auntie or whatever I'm supposed to call her. So after being left there, so she calls my mom and tells her, now you're going to be sending your support to this and this number. I have left your child with this and this person. And my mother says, okay. And my mother continues to send support as usual. My mom continues to send money now to this person who is taking care of me, and to that person who is now taking care of my brother. And she did not know that this money she's sending is not taking care of her child, it's taking care of other people's children. Like, this woman was married and she had children, but she was not living with her husband, and the children were living with her husband. So sometimes the kids now started to come, because now the woman has money. My mother is sending money, so the woman has money. She can call her children, come, give them my clothes, give them my shoes. And I remember one time she gave one of her child, she was called Betty, she gave this child a pair of shoes that my mother had sent, a white sport shoes. Yeah. And as we were walking, seeing the children off as they are going to their father, now I asked her, around the Freehold area, around near Deliverance Church, those people who live in Nakuru know this area. And I asked her, why did you give Betty my shoe? What am I going to wear next Sunday? Or what? My friends, after asking why did you give Betty my shoes, even without finishing about what am I going to wear on Sunday, I'm telling you, I felt like life had left me and I was not together with life anymore. I don't know if you people understand what I'm saying. At 6 years old, the slap that I received, it's like somebody who is fighting with Al-Shabaab, or somebody who is trying to I don't know. It's like, I will never forget that slap. That is what I'm just trying to say in short. So she continued to mistreat me. I don't even now have clothes to wear, because now I am left almost like with only the uniform, which I was wearing like throughout the week, because now I don't have anything to wear. I don't have any communication with my mother, because I don't even know my mother's telephone number, and even if I know it, where is the telephone to call my mother? So I continue to face this harassment and mistreatment and abuse and all that. Sometimes I'm sleeping outside, it's raining, I'm going to school hungry. I was attending Kenyatta Primary School. For those of you who went to the same school as me, same year, and if you remember me, shout out to you. Shout out to my mathematics teacher, Mr. Duo too. Yeah. So moving on with the story. So we were supposed to pay 100 shillings for hot lunch, and that meant every day, for a day, it was just 20 shillings, and you get fresh food that is cooked in the kitchen, in the school kitchen. Yeah. And so I was not even getting now this money. She's not paying my lunch again, and now you can imagine going to school hungry, going back at home, you're not eating anything. Imagine what kind of a life that is, and you're just 6 years old. And I remember one of the darkest days in my life. I remember it had rained cats and dogs. Yeah. And I came back from school and found my bag outside the door, and she had left a message to the neighbor and told her that I'm not supposed to be found there anymore, that when she comes back, she does not want to see me. Getting the news that I got, I just picked my small bag, and at that age I did not know where to go to, who to turn to. Like, I'm telling you guys, have you ever lived a dark day? Have you ever lived like you feel like it's not like you're living anymore? It's like you don't exist, like you don't even feel yourself. Like, even if you touch it, it's not like you're there. This is how I felt. Like, it was the darkest day of my life. So I picked my small bag. I don't know who to turn to, who to go to. Like, I don't know anybody else. Yeah. So I walked until town at this area where I used to see CHOKORAA. So this is how I turned into a CHOKORAA. I went there around, it was Coco Savannah area, but now it's Gilani's supermarket. So I went there and I was sleeping under the stairs, continues to go back to school. And all this time we are going to the same school with my brother, but I never shared this story with my brother. Never. Because I am one of these people that even if I'm going through pain, as I was saying, I am one of these people that if I am going through pain or difficulty, I do not want to involve people, especially the people that I love. I don't want them to feel the same pain or to be in the same situation that I am in. I don't want them even to, like the people that I love, I just want them to be at peace and be happy and think that everything is okay. So all this time, I'm going to the same school with my brother. I don't tell him anything. He's seeing me. He's thinking that I'm okay now, because now when I'm a street child, I can afford to get some hot lunch. So my brother is seeing me eating. He does not even know where I'm getting this money. But I used to beg now on the streets. You see, when you stand up like this and be borrowing, if somebody gives you 5, another gives you 5, 1 shilling, 50 cents to just combine them. And also these big CHOKORAAs used also to take care of me. And that's how life was. And I was the best and the cleanest child in school. Yeah. Now I will tell you the story about how I used to manage my cleanliness and all that. This is a story for another day. all this time that I'm in the street, guys, my mom continues to send support, unknowingly that she's sending support that is not taking care of her own child. Like, she does not have an idea. This woman never told my mom that I'm no longer under her care. She never told my mom that she chased me. She never told my mom anything. So my mother continued to be fooled and sending money and support to this woman. And so I remember there was a day that my mom now insisted on coming to see me, because now she was calling and there was a child who was being given a telephone to talk to my mom. Now this was this woman's child. Yeah, they were pretending like they were me. Yeah, I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and so my mom insisted, because now she felt something in her that told her, no, this is not my child, this is not the girl that I know, this is not her, it's not her that I'm talking to. So she insisted on coming to see me, and she planned on a day. So this day came and my mother was coming to see me. So this woman, she was surveying me. She knew where I was living. She came and picked me from this place at the dumpster, from the dumpster where I was with the other CHOKORAAs, now who are my family at that moment. Yeah, she had come with a few clothes that my mother had been sending, and now she dressed me and took me to a restaurant. She bought me chips and sausage, hot, my friend. After living in the dumpster and scavenging, my friend, when I saw this chipo, I was feeling like I'm in heaven. And before I started eating, she told me, I'm giving you a stunning warning. If you dare tell your mother that you no longer live with me and that I chase you or you're living in the streets, you know what I can do to you. And I knew what she's capable of doing. I knew her type of beating. And so I could not risk a chance, because I knew my mother was not even coming to stay. She was coming to see me for a moment and then she would go. So my mother came, visited us, and she was very happy to see me. And for that moment, she was fooled. And when my mother left, the woman took the clothes with her and chased me again to the dumpster. So I was left again. Like 10 seconds after my mother took off, this woman had already undressed me, took the clothes with her and told me, Oya, follow the streets, go back to where I picked you from, go back to your people, go back to the dumpsters, I do not care anymore. Like, and I was like, if there was a day that I was happy, if there is a moment that I was happy at that age, is the moment she told me to go back to the streets again. Is that moment. I could not have imagined going back to the same beating, going back to the same bad life, going back to the same mistreatment. I would have rather gone back to the streets where there is people who love me, people who accept me, people who take care of me. And I was not missing anything. I was not lacking anything even when I was living in the streets. Yeah. So I continued to live in the street. Life continued to be like that. It was for about, I think, 3 years. I lived in the streets, and one day my mom decided to come and take her children, and she took us to like East with my brother. Now at least we are back again together. Now we thought life would be very good now, because now this is family. We are living now with true like family. This is my grandmother, this is my uncle, this is whoever and whoever. Like I was feeling a little bit more comfortable, but life never changed. It even became more worse. Yeah, because now we were facing a lot of abuse in this homestead, like, and sometimes we would even be like, if there is something that is supposed to be done, any hard work that is supposed to be done, is me and my brother. Remember, we are just young children. If there is somebody who is supposed to miss school, go watch after the cattle, it's my brother. If there is somebody who is supposed to go and fetch firewood, it's me. If there is something that has gone wrong, it's me and my brother, and we would pay for it. We were being beaten and being harassed. Like, life was so difficult. So guys, I think I'm gonna have to end this video at this point so that it's not too long. Watch out for the next part. That is the part that is the most sensitive, the most emotional part, the life-changing part, the part that changed the whole childhood, and the part that made me the person I am. So if you guys want to know why I have tattoos, why I am the way I am, why I behave the way I am, guys, continue waiting for the next video. The next part is coming out soon. I think I'm gonna be posting this one and then that part later on. So guys, watch out for that. Continue subscribing, liking and sharing, and thank you so much for staying until the end of this video. And until next time guys, much love. Adios.